Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had no apology for his government's call to release 2 human rights activists being detained in Saudi Arabia.
Canadians have always expected our government to speak strongly, firmly, clearly and politely about the need to respect human rights at home and around the world. We will continue to do that.
Trudeau promised to continue to engage with the Saudis and their allies, but the Saudi foreign minister wasn't having any of it. He accused Canada of intervening in what he described as a national security issue, claiming that the activists had attempted to get sensitive government information.
There is no need for mediation. Canada made a big mistake and has to fix it. Canada fully understands what's required from it. Mediation is when there are 2 parties who have demands. In this situation, the mistake has been made by only one party. It was Canada who intervened. This mistake has to be corrected.
The value of the Canadian dollar fell on news the Saudis would divest from Canadian stocks and bonds. Experts predict the overall impact on the economy from this and other measures will be small, but the message is being heard far beyond Canada's borders.
Ultimately, this really is not about Canada per se. Canada here is collateral damage, if you will, or it's incidental to this issue. Saudi Arabia is trying to send a very strong and clear message to Western countries, to Europeans in particular: do not criticize us on human rights or you will be penalized.
Middle East expert BESSMA MOMANI believes domestic Saudi issues are at play.
I think this has more to do with a very useful diversion. It's an attempt to make Canada a case, a signal to the world that it's not going to accept international criticism, particularly Western criticism of its domestic policies. And I think the Chile effect has worked because we have seen pretty much no Western European country, including the United States as well, in terms of supporting Canada. So it really has had the chill effect on the international Western world.
It's hard to gauge how Saudi nationals here in Canada feel about being forced to leave the country because many are reluctant to speak. But we do know that hundreds of Canadian Muslims who are leaving this week to attend the Hajj in Saudi Arabia are worried about how they're going to get home.
Saudi Airlines are suspending flights in and out of the country next week, but have promised to find passenger seats on other airlines. But so far, no sign the Saudis and the Canadians are coming together to resolve this dispute. Kristen, Saloomey, Al Jazeera, Toronto.